Okay, today I'm going to show you how to take a block of wood like this and not just turn it into a cube inside of a cube, but a cube inside of a cube inside of a cube. So stay tuned and check it out. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I've made a cube in the cube out of a solid block. This one's got a little chip in it, but I've made 2 or 3 of these, kind of neat. I got this, I saw this on Woodworking for Mere Mortals with Steve Ramsey. Love that show. Great job, Steve. Watch it all the time. So I made a few of these and I had a lot of fun with it. But on your video, I remember you saying something about a challenge. Not a challenge, but just if anybody could do a cube in a cube in a cube. So I think you said you saw somebody do that. I haven't. I'm going to go ahead and try and do that with this block here. Quite a bit bigger, so it gives me a little bit of room to work with. So what I'm going to do is, drill the inner cube first, and then step up to a larger size Forstner bit, and do the second cube, and then leaving this for the third cube. So what I've done first is I got the smaller Forstner bit in the drill press already. I've squared up my block. It's just an old piece of wood that I've just squared up. And one of the things you want to do, obviously, is find your center. And I've actually, there you go, I've found the center on a couple sides, just so I can see if I got my block good and square when I put it in. Because one of the ones I did, the block really wasn't square, and that'll mess you all up when you're trying to cut out that center block. Excuse me. So another thing you can see on these, there is a X in one corner of every side. So that way, when I am drilling, that I put it back on the drill press in the same configuration every time, because you don't drill the full depth first time around. You got to kind of see where you're at and then kind of go into it easily. So you just want to creep up on just before this cube in the middle there would break free. So you got to kind of sneak up on it, and then you just use a little knife or something and cut that block until she pops free, and it won't come out of there. So stay tuned, and I'll show you my progress as I go. Alright, so first you gotta drill down a little bit, and then you gotta draw a line across here so you can find out what your depth's gonna be. Set this on here just until you get to the edge of that hole there, and go up right, and then draw a line. So that's gonna be your depth gauge for that drill bit. I'll show you that. So we're gonna wanna, well, it'll be hard to see because I don't want to unhook all these, but basically what I'm doing is I got this up against here and I'm bringing this down so the teeth just get to that line, and then I'll set my stop for that. And I'm gonna go, you want to go a little shy because, like I said, you want to creep up on that line. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead. So now you saw the corner X's that I was talking about. So every time I put a block in here, any position, I mean, whatever side I'm doing, I'm going to always make sure this X is top right for me. And that way, when I go back to this position, if I'm slightly out of center, the bit's already lined back up with the hole that it first drilled. So we're going to go ahead and drill this one down to the stop. Alright, flip, X is in the corner. So as you can see, I did all sides, but you can't see anything yet. you should start to see light between these two, like the edge of this one and the edge of this one. Eventually you're going to see through there, and I will adjust my stop here and show you what I mean. There's still nothing on those two, so I'm going to creep up on that a little bit more. Okay, so you can see, maybe in there, a little bit of that starting to crack through. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and drill all sides and then sneak up on a little bit more, and you'll start to see what I'm talking about. You'll see the cube start to develop inside there. So as you can see now, you can see light in some of these on more than one of the sides. So we're going to go ahead and lower the depth gauge down just a little bit more and sneak up on it a little more. And you can see that's kind of looking like a shape of a block in there. So I might sneak up on it a little bit more, but you got to be careful. If you go too far, you're done. The cube will fall out. Eventually you're going to get as close as you dare to, and then you use something sharp, a knife that you can get down in there and cut those corners free, and then your block will drop free. So I am going to go ahead and see if I can sneak up on that a little bit more. So I think now I'm going to take a knife and see if I can pop those free. This is kind of difficult to show. Maybe if I turn the camera over here. I'll try. Now I'm not using the best of knives here, but I need something tall and long. And just go through. See if I'm in there. I'm going to go in like this, and I'm just trying to pop that corner free. And then you got to go from both sides. And go all around gently. Now if your block is not exactly square, or you don't get your hole dead center, you'll know, because some of these are already almost cut loose, and others you got a little bit more wood to cut. If you're a little off, you can usually still be alright, because this one here is a little bit off. Like I said. Oh, and there we go. So let me just make sure we're in the camera here, and my cube just broke free. Okay, so that's part one. So you can see, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process. I drilled in a little bit. I've got my line. I've set my depth on the drill press. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way around and drill these out. Okay, so you can see I'm creeping up on the bigger one now. We'll go a little further and see if we can get that one to break loose in a little bit. Alright, as you can see, I'm getting really close, so I'm going to try and finish it off with the knife and just clean it up a little bit. Okay, as you can see, hopefully my camera has a little bit more storage space. I'm going to run out, but there is a cube inside of a cube. So anyways, thanks Steve Ramsey for the idea. Keep up the good woodworking. I love it. And have a great day. Thanks for checking out Shane's Main Shop. Stop back by each week. I try to do new videos on all kinds of different things. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.